everybody out there in Schmoeville and all across the galaxy. My name is Mark. This is my good buddy David Griffin, and for Schmoes, we're going to be covering Star Wars Celebration all weekend for our buddies at the Loot Crate. And what a way to kick it off with the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. The opening ceremony panel, David.
Yes.
How great was that?
It was incredible. I mean, there were not a lot of tears, blowing the nose. I mean, it was just, touched everything, and a few surprises we didn't see coming.
That's right. I got emotional like as soon as the lights went down. Like I knew it would happen at some point. I had like the like sniff and the single tear as soon as this whole thing started. Warwick Davis hosted it. Wicked. He's played a number of other characters in the Star Wars galaxy. I thought he was the perfect choice to host it.
He was good. I wasn't, again, another surprise. I didn't expect him to host it. I didn't really read up too much about the panel because I just wanted to be surprised, and I got so many of those. And then who they introduced. We got some incredible guest appearances, too. Of course, Harrison Ford showed up. We got Mark Hamill, Billy D. Williams, Chewie himself.
And
I mean, all these
characters. The creator of all of this, George Lucas,
what an
comes
ovation
out
he got
on stage.
What an ovation.
Huge standing ovation. The biggest pop of the night, followed closely by Harrison Ford. But it was awesome to see all these cast of characters. Everybody that David said, Kathleen Kennedy also came out. Dave Filoni got a nice introduction. And him and George had a nice interaction when he was really talking about how he's been following in George's footsteps and learning so much from him when they worked on the Clone Wars series.
I think we're all rooting here, I know, at Collider Schmoes, of course, talking about hopefully Filoni getting his own film.
Sure.
I would love to see that happen. Maybe we'll get an announcement in a future panel. Also, too, can we talk about a loud roar and applause for Ian McDiarmid and Hayden Christensen, of course, Emperor Palpatine and Anakin Skywalker going at it. They had their own panel this week. It was great to see them on stage, too. One of my favorite moments.
For all the crap the prequels get, from some of it for me as well, it's great to see Hayden Christensen embrace it once again, and the fans, you could clearly feel that in the room. They were so excited, hanging on his every word. Everybody told great little stories from making the movie, how much they have an affection for George over the years and all those things. And then we got to the most emotional part of the entire show, which is when they started talking about Carrie Fisher, and Billie Lourd, her daughter, came out and gave a very eloquent, very meaningful, emotional speech about what her mom meant, not only to Star Wars, but to her as a daughter. And she even quoted the line from Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia in A New Hope when she's begging Obi-Wan Kenobi because he was their only hope.
Right, and then, of course, we got this beautiful montage again, and then the surprise. Literally, the curtain is unveiled, and we get John Williams.
John Williams is there! And the Orlando, not London, but the Orlando Symphony Orchestra, and he conducted it. He played Leia's theme, which was perfect.
Kept going.
They
Star Wars intro.
Then we got the Imperial March, George Lucas. Just getting to see George Lucas like shake John Williams' hands. And, like, he called him the secret sauce of Star Wars. And to see all these things, this was a panel that was celebrating the first 40 years of Star Wars. So there wasn't breaking news. There wasn't a lot of, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. That's going to be for tomorrow's The Last
Mark,
Jedi
what about
panel.
Liam Neeson talking about the Jar Jar Binks movie?
Liam Neeson
is that confirmed?
Did
is
have
that
a video, and Sam Jackson did have a video. Liam Neeson joked he was on set filming a Jar Jar movie, and then Sam Jackson talking about how he knows that Mace Windu isn't dead and that people want to see him again. And everybody who was actually here in attendance got one of these cool posters.
Yeah, these posters,
May the Force be with you. And I know certainly even before John Williams kicked in with the classic theme, I was feeling shades of the Force in there, David. Your overall thoughts on this panel?
It was a beautiful panel. I mean, the only person maybe I was surprised we didn't see was maybe Ewan McGregor. Maybe they're saving him for another panel. He could show up. Maybe he won't. I thought maybe he would have done one of those, like, shoot your own video and give a few words. Maybe we'll see him later. But overall, just a beautiful panel. Like you said, celebrating 40 years of something that we all love.
That's right. It was great to see surprises like Hayden Christensen, obviously George Lucas, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Billy D. Williams. So many great names in the Star Wars universe. You know, one of my favorite parts of this panel? Harrison Ford, he walked up to everybody who was already on stage, and then he came up and he just gave Peter Mayhew a big hug.
Yeah, he did.
Cool to see Han and Chewie one more time. So for Schmoes, this is David Griffin. I am Mark Ellis. Where can the kids out there find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at GriffinDE.
I'm merely at Mark Ellis Live, and make sure you guys check out Loot Crate. You get a new box of really cool stuff every month. It's a great service. Of course, you get the monthly pin and the t-shirt. Lots of neat little stuff. If you're a Star Wars fan, you should definitely check out Loot Crate. The link is in the description of this vid, and we're going to be back very soon with more coverage from Star Wars Celebration here in Orlando, Florida.